Hello my good and excellent friends. I'm going to give you a very quick tutorial on how to get into SPSS and run an independent samples t-test and a paired samples t-test. Here's what you do. You go to your Google browser, you type in VLab, and once you type that thing in, you're going to be in UNG's VLab software enterprise, and you come over and you click on that thing there. Then you log your bones in. You'll have to type your password and all that stuff. Then you click on Virtual Lab, and then you come over and guess where you are. You're right here at the SPSS window. Not the SPSS window. In order to get into SPSS, you have to click down here, click this thing, and the little window thing down there, and go into the Windows software to get to SPSS. Of course, you know how to do that. This is what you do. You come over. This is not on your computer. This is in the VLab platform, and you click on IBM SPSS. And once you find that thing and click into it, you're going to be a happy clam. Now we're going to get back to VLab real quick. I was just showing you on mine, and then so you click on SPSS and you open up the NELS database, National Educational Leadership Survey, and that will take you to this screen in SPSS. You come over here and you click Analyze. First test we're going to run is an independent sample t-test, so you're going to, compare means, come down to independent samples t-test, and click it. And then it's going to say, what do you want to do? And what we're going to say is, we want to check out science grades from grades 6 till now on gender. In order to do that, let me just show you real quick. It's going to ask you to define groups. And once you click on define groups, you're going to put a 1 in group 1 and a 2 in group 2. Then you're going to click continue. This is what you're going to see. Science grades is the dependent variable. Gender is the independent variable. They call it a grouping variable. You already told them to define the groups by using group 1 and group 2. And then you're going to click on OK. That's going to run an independent samples t-test wherein we can visualize the notion that 685 males had a mean of 2.21, 657 females had a mean of 2.11. So males outshone females in that regard, that one little regard. And then you come down to the independent sample t-test window wherein you have to run an F-test to decide if your variances were equal or not. So the F-test is simple enough. It's Levine's F-test, and you ask it if P is greater than or less than 0.05 in this column here. If it's less than 0.05, you use the lower t. If it's greater than 0.05, you use the upper t. Since this is 0.089, that's greater than 0.05, we're going to use the upper t. We're going to test this difference to see if it's statistically significant. You already know how to do that because SPSS has told you how to do it, hopefully. And then you're going to run that test. Now, I'm going to get into a new test here by deleting all this stuff. That's my output window. It's all been deleted and it's gone. And here comes my output exit. I don't want to save it. And now I'm going to run a paired sample t-test. This time we're going to come over and compare the means of paired samples, which means the same subjects are going to be tested both times. And this window should be blank when you open it up. And what we're going to compare is students' standardized scores. Excuse me. The reason you can't see the description here is because you need to widen the description window. So you come over here like this and widen it out. Then you're going to go English grades from grade 6 till now. That's the first part of the pair. The second part of the pair is going to be social studies grades from 6 till now. And we're going to see if there's a statistically significant difference on this same measurement. How did you score in English? How did you score in social studies? Between those two groups. And we're just going to go straight ahead and run the test. The output window comes up. It shows the mean of English grades was 2.03. The mean of social studies grades was 2.16. and there were the same number of students both times because both of them answered the question. Everybody answered the question. The t-test is going to come down here for the paired sample t-test. There's no Levine's equality of variances test because they're the same subjects. They're already equal. And so the mean difference, I should say, is 0.139. And is that statistically significant? Well, the t-value tells you if it is, and specifically the p-value in SPSS. So that's how you run a paired sample t-test. That's a quick tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope everything's going good with you in your circumstance. So we're not going to save this output. We're just going to get out of here now, and we're going to go ahead and run this test, and see you later. Everybody, enjoyed knowing you while we were here. And that is goodbye to VLab, and here comes goodbye, hello to recording. So I'll